Hello and welcome from Create and Fly. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. These are snap fit models from the new brand AeroClix. Now AeroClix is a name which I came up with in conjunction with Aircraft Model Store. So little projects I've been working on with them. And the first two releases we did were the FlyBe Dash 8 in the latest livery and the Jet2 737-800 as well. The reason I've got lots of these is because they kindly sent me a few samples to have a look at. The AeroClix branding has since changed. We've obviously moved it to the next level, so this is going to be a future release, which will be a Virgin A350 1000. They're also going to do the RAF Airbus A330 as well. So that's just a little look at the box artwork for a future release. What we have here is the first one. This is the FlyBe Dash 8 Q400. It's in the, like I say, in the latest colours and registration G-JECP, and this is an amazing 1:100 scale. So it's something a little bit different and nice and a large model. Once I build it, which you will see shortly, you'll see how much of a nice size it actually is. And then secondly, we have the other release, which is the Jet2 Holidays Boeing 737-800 G-JZHA, and that is in 1:200 scale. Now when I was working on these models with Aircraft Model Store, we obviously had to design this. I did this in Adobe Illustrator, and I had to make sure that everything was in the right position where it needs to be. It's always a fun project doing these liveries on aircraft for models. It's the first time that I've done this, and it's really excited to actually see the final product in my hands. Had to make sure that the colours were spot on, and made sure the logos were in the right position, and make sure that the fonts and everything were correct as well. So let's have a look at the first one. This is going to be the Jet2 Dash 8 Q400 in the box. There we go. There we go. And what else do we have? So we've got the main fuselage there. And then we have the wings, the props, the pins for the props, and also a stand and the stabilizers as well. So it's a nice resin heavy model. Nothing cheap and plastic. I think that's come out really well. It's always great seeing these things. Well, obviously it's gone from my computer to the factory to be printed, and it's just a nice feeling to see something in your own hands. There you can see it's got a stand hole underneath as well, beautifully replicated. Really proud of this one. And there we have the tail section, registration G-JECP. Quite pleased with that, the way that logo's come out on the tail there. In the other bag we have the stand and the rear stabilizers as well, which will in theory slot into position. And then finally another little bag with the props, the actual prop pins, and the two wings itself. So let's get to work and let's see this little beauty come to life. So there's all the parts that you get in all the individual bags. Let's start with the tail. So this just slots in. There is a little pin at the front there and a little pin at the back. A little slot goes in the back and it just slots in there perfectly. Beautiful. And then the rear stabilizers, which will slot into positions. Obviously a more of a square shape, a rectangular shape one there. So that goes into that bit there. And then put the other one in as well. Like so. Brilliant. Okay, now next we're going to put the wings on. Slot them in. These are always a quick process to do these snap fit models, but the end result is always quite satisfying regardless. So there's the two wings in place. Next we've got the actual propellers. And these actually come with pins, so in theory I don't know whether they spin, but hopefully they will. It depends how far you push the pin in, I suppose. So let's push that first one in. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Lovely. Got a lovely kind of feel to them, the spin on those. Feel quite sturdy as well, so no risk of the fan blades deciding to snap off. Let's put the second one in. There she is. Beautiful. Fantastic. So that's the model done there, and then we need to just pop her on the stand. So this should just slot into the base. There we go. Oh, make sure it's flat. There we go. And then there is 3 holes underneath here. There's one at the front, one at the back, and then one in the middle, which is where you need to be going with this one. I'm assuming, yeah, that goes into there. I can't believe I've stumbled on the final hurdle here, but there we go, she's in. And there we have the FlyBe Dash 8 Q400 in the latest FlyBe livery before they obviously ceased trading and no longer exist. But it's nice to have this model on display anyway to show the beauty of this aircraft in all its form back in the day when she was flying. Okay, let's get on to the second model I have here. This is the Jet 2 Boeing 737-800. The tail is obviously comes separate as well, which I've obviously placed on there. The registration is G-JZHA, and this is a 737-800 with winglets. Now this one will be a lot quicker to put together because obviously there's less parts and less fiddling around, but I'm just going to quickly show you this in all its glory on the stand. So the wings have gone in, remove the tail, and then slide in the rear stabilizer there. That sits, and then line that up, slot the tail in, and there we go. And then we'll just quickly put the stand together as well. Same method again, slide her into position like so, and then drop it into the hole underneath so you can sit her on the stand. I don't seem to be having much joy with these stands, do I? But there we go, she's in. So these are available from aircraftmodelstore.co.uk. They are available now to order, so don't forget to get on there and grab yours. Obviously now that Premier planes have gone bust, the people that supplied all the snap fit models on board duty free, they no longer exist. So I think Aircraft Model Store will do really well with this brand, and hopefully it will be a success with the more releases that they bring out. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, and I will see you again soon.